Hello everybody, this is Tezar Mogas. I'm here again with another video, update video. This video is about, it's beautiful weather. I just decided spontaneously, you gotta record outside while you still can before it gets too cold and you have no choice but to look at indoor options. So, a little update, East Africa Showcase networking event. We're going to have our next networking event in about a month. I'm trying to give as much notice as possible. So more than a month, to be honest. October 27, Monday, October 27, 7:30 p.m. And the good thing is that now I've decided to change the approach and I've decided to make it 2 hours instead of 1 hour. So I think this strategy, it'll be a little bit better than trying to do it every month or even every week. I'm learning as I go when it comes to this. Nobody's ever heard of networking events before. There's no blueprint on how to do an event, networking event, and I'm one man. So we're gonna do 7:30 and we're going to leave the community center, Wellesley Community Center, at 9:30 p.m. So it's open to all, no registration required. The whole reason I put registration is because, like, as a security measure, this is a very, very, very unpredictable world and a sometimes violent world. So I just want to do everything to make sure it's safe, not only for me, but for anyone who attends. And it needs to be a safe, welcoming place where you walk in, you learn something new, you have a great, great feeling, positive feeling. We all need more positivity in our lives. So yeah, just as a little reminder as to why I'm doing this, or why, hopefully, if you're available, can come on Monday, October 27th, is with the networking events. I always think that human connection is essential. Okay, it is essential. There's no way that we're just going to be living through screens and communicating by screens all day, every day until we're, incapable of walking or doing all these different things. You go into any of these, let's say, elderly homes, okay, to be politically correct, but hey, I'm sure you, just like I, have to deal with aging parents, and taking care of them. And the number one thing that they want is human connection. They want their children, their family members, their loved ones to contact them and spend time with them. And it should be the same for everyone else. So there should be options where you can learn and when you can engage and when we can work together to solve the shared problems. Unemployment is at all-time highs. I don't think anyone should be relying solely on the government to solve unemployment. Unemployment is, a symptom of what is going on in the overall economy. Canadians, it is a fact, I'm not trying to offend anyone, Canadians do not buy Canadian products. So if Canadians don't buy Canadian products, who else, products or services, who else is going to buy them? But a lot of the times, we don't buy Canadian because we don't know and we don't understand, we understand a lot of things, but we don't know about the great things that are happening in the GTA, let alone the rest of Canada. So, we all have great ideas, and the only reason you should be in business is if you have something that you, as a consumer, would want yourself. So for me, that's the networking events. And I think by having fewer networking events and having them longer and more engaging so that people just leave with a great feeling, okay? They leave happier than when they first came in. That's my only goal. The money, I have two rules, okay? The first rule is the one I just mentioned. People leave happier and more informed and just, more positive, optimistic about the future when they attend these events. And number two, it's don't go bankrupt, okay? Don't go bankrupt. Learning, usually in all countries, goes through government. So the only reason that education is free or subsidized is because government has listed it as a priority. But government can provide you with education and learning opportunities your whole life, okay? Sometimes we gotta learn from each other. So if you're available, it's hard to predict what life is gonna be like a month from now, but Monday, October 27th, starting at 7:30 p.m. and ending at 9:30 p.m. If you're available on Monday evenings, Wellesley Community Center, you're going to want to be there. We can meet each other there. I promise you, unless I'm physically incapable of not being there, which I hope is not the case. I hope of being physically capable. We're gonna meet each other Monday, October 27th. So anyways, thank you for your attention to this matter. I hope everything is going as well as it can be. You know, we all have challenge. This is a challenging time throughout the entire world, not only Canada. You know, sometimes I think to myself, like, I'm almost guilty of living in North America, living in Canada. It's a great country. Beautiful parks such as this. I didn't even know this park existed until I just crossed paths with it. I don't even know the name of this park, but I think if weather permits it, I'm going to continue to record videos here. But this is going on almost 6 minutes, so you probably have better things to do than to watch me. But Monday, October 27th, 7:30 p.m., I promise you, I'm not a canceller. So Monday, October 27th, 7:30 p.m., we're all gonna be there. I'm gonna have a great presentations about current events. I like to add in news and, you know, important things, because last thing on news is like almost, there's so much happening that one day you hear about one devastating tragedy, and then tomorrow you're on to the next tragedy. So you don't even have time to like think about it. It's just, there's so much happening. Thinking about it and how to make sure that we're not only talking about tragedies, but we're also talking about opportunities and success stories going on around Toronto and, yes, Habesha communities. So Monday, October 27th, I'm gonna be prepared for it. I hope if you can make it, bring your friends, bring your family, bring whoever is interested in informative entertainment out to Wellesley Community Center, 7:30 p.m. We'll be there and we'll have a great time. Thank you so much.